Hello Stranglings and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a makeup review which we have not done in a very long time. Excuse if my eyes look a little bit funny. I've gone ahead and done my foundation and I primed my eyes to get ready because we are reviewing an eyeshadow palette. Didn't mean to cover up Wolf's face. That's my little Wolfie baby. Hello bug. He's sleepy. We got some spooky music going in the background because this is the Nightmare on Elm Street palette from Hot Topic. Just going to start off with a very basic review of the packaging, the price, and all that fun stuff. As I said, this is Nightmare on Elm Street eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. This retails for $16.90 at their store. The back of it says, "On Elm Street, sleep can be deadly. But with these bright colors and metallics, you'll never have to worry about killer dreams. Stand out and make a statement or kick up an everyday look. Use shadows individually or blend together to contour, highlight, and line eyes. Create a flawless natural eye or apply more shadow for a darker definition." Distributed by Hot Topic Merchanting. So a little while ago, Hot Topic put out a palette that was a Nickelodeon palette. It was very popular because of the nostalgic purposes of it, or the nostalgic feel, I should say, of it. It did really well sale-wise and was sold out a lot. However, the reviews were not the best, and they were saying that there were some chalky eyeshadows. There's a lot of fallout. They actually recalled the palettes, redid the formula, and put them back out, and they got a lot better reviews. So I'm curious to see how this one's going to go. The one thing that I think is strange about this is that you would think that it would open on this side, but this is actually closed. It opens kind of like a manga does off the other side, which is curious that it's kind of like a DVD case, but backwards. I'm not sure where that came from. I have not removed the film yet. You can see lovely things. I haven't removed the film off this side yet. I do like the detailing around the mirror. We have the sweater pattern as well as the distressed looking Elm Street sign that's right there along the top. I like Freddy's claws coming through. I think that's fantastic. Let me see if I can move this up. Okay, up the top. So we have the Incinerator, Elm Street, Bloodbath, Burned Alive, Don't Fall Asleep, / Sweet Dreams, and Dream Realm. Those are all of our shadows. It looks like 3 of those are metallics. Counting is not my strong suit, people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 shades, 3 of them metallic, 5 of them are going to be matte. I actually picked this up not just because I like Nightmare on Elm Street, because I really like the color choices that they went with on it. And I also really like the mirror detail. I thought that was a fantastic touch. I love the distressed look of it. I love how big the mirror is. I think it's fabulous. Anyway, so the packaging I would give a 10 out of 10. Well, maybe a 9 out of 10 because I don't understand why. I mean, I guess most eyeshadow palettes end up being on this side with the mirror on the other. I just think it's a little bit strange in this case. So I want to dip in and maybe do some swatches of some of these before we start out. We're going to do something very basic. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't do this on a regular basis, but I do want to try and see what I can do. So we're going to go with Incinerator. That looks like there's some good color. I'm just going to swipe across and see what they look like. Alright, so this is what I'm getting, which isn't bad, all things considered. We're gonna... Okay. We got some pigment, which is nice. I've got to roll up the slate a little bit more. Oop. Wrong finger. And then this one, which is a darker one. So that one doesn't really look like there was much off of it. But the rest, from it just being a swatch, look pretty good. They're not super thick, but again, I only swiped across this one time to get some pickup from it so that I could deposit it back here. And that doesn't really look that bad. Now, that's not all of them. There's still 2 more, and I'm afraid to like dip back in and try to get those and ruin it. But let's see if I can do these 2. Ooh, that blue, though. So that's Dream Realm. That one is really nice. I'm hoping that that one actually has a good payoff. And then we'll go up here. That's going to be our neutral kind of transition color, Sweet Dreams. So far, so good. I mean, I'm not disappointed with what I see, but you know, it always depends on, we'll see how staining looks, we'll see how it goes up on the eye, we'll do some basic, let's see what happens. Now my brushes, I just cleaned them, so they should be good to go. I'm not really seeing a lot. Now it's kind of hard because this is like a neutral color, and that's what I have already on my eyelid. It's like a neutral cream colored like primer. not mad about it. I can see it, which is what's important. It looks the same to you guys because my camera and my lighting are not the best, but it's not terrible, you know? Let me see. What do we want to go for today, guys? I don't really know. I kind of just want to get an idea of what these look like. I'm not super, like, obsessed with creating, like, you know, a matched look on both sides. Making sure that they're not still too wet from being cleaned recently. Let's go in with Elm Street. Ooh, okay, so dipping in right there on Elm Street. I don't know if you can see it. There's some fallout that happened, which not terrible, but not totally what you want right off the bat. I'm gonna try to see if I can set this up so I can use the mirror and see kind of what it looks like. Okay, not mad at it. I know that this brush is more for packing on color, which is pretty much what it's doing. It's gonna take more than one though. We're gonna need probably a couple swipes of this to cover the eyelid. It kind of looks, that doesn't look green to me. I don't know if it looks green to you guys because you're seeing it up against the sweater, but it kind of looks blue. We're gonna try to pat it down and see if that makes any difference color-wise. No, that looks blue. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that because I really, really liked the idea of the green color. I'm gonna try the angle brush underneath with the Dream Realm to see if maybe that looks blue at all. Alright. There's definitely some pigment to it. I'm not going in super deep with this angle brush. I'm just going in a little bit diagonally and just kind of depositing it on the lower waterline. Okay, I don't know if you can see, I can see a difference in the color where this is more deep blue and on the camera this definitely looks more green, but when I'm looking in this mirror, this kind of looks like a turquoise blue and this definitely still stands out as the shade that it is on there. So that's kind of, it's kind of upsetting. I'm not really sure what it looks like in natural light. I would have to go outside and see what that looks like. I was really excited about that green color too, because that's not at all what it looks like. Dang it. Okay, what if we tried to do something with one of them? Oh, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go into Don't Fall Asleep, which is like a charcoal gray color. We're gonna do kind of like a smoky eye look. We're just gonna focus here on the inner. This is the outer corner of the eye. And just kind of build with the colors on it. So we're gonna start with this light charcoal color. I still have pigment on my fingers and I'm putting out my face. This one is Slash, which is more of a black, which I like that they have like a cream color and then they have the black one as well. It builds really nice. I like that a lot. You can definitely do a pretty decent smoky eye. Do like a nice little cat eye with this. I like the way that that looks. I'm definitely not mad at that one. We haven't done a metallic one yet, so let's try, we'll do Incinerator first, which is going to be kind of like this, it's like a gray teal, I'm not really sure what to call it. We're going to put that in the inner corner. This time I got it right. It's like an inner corner highlight. I like it, it's not bad. We're going to just do it on both so that there's some form of symmetry. Oh, and it goes on top of the green pretty well. Like they blend together pretty nicely, in all honesty. I like the way that that goes. I don't know if you can really tell that it goes in. Again, this is not like super professional. This is just testing out to see what the colors will look like put on, to give you guys an idea. And also, you know, it looks better with liner and the finished look all cleaned up. I'm just kind of going in and seeing how many different colors I can try out for you guys and kind of give you an overall feedback. Now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go in with Bloodbath, and we're going to put that along the bottom. Kind of like a bruised, tired look. because we all want to be Tim Burton characters. I like it. I definitely like that on the bottom. I think that it deposits really nicely. There's not a lot of fallout, which is great. I'm excited about that. The Elm Street formula, for some reason, when I first went in, when I swiped across it was fine, but then when I dabbed the brush into it for some reason, it did create a lot of like extra like fallout, and I'm not about that happening. Let's ruin this look with the last color, which is Buried Alive. And that's going to be this nice copper metallic color, and we're going to put that in the middle in between our smoky eye and incinerator. Okay, again, I'm not mad at it for just dabbing this on and cleaning my brush in between. So my brush is a little bit damp from wiping it on my little towel here in between, just to make sure that I don't mix the colors too much. But I'm not mad at that copper. I think it looks really pretty, and I think if I went back in with some more gray to blend it into the corner, and then we'll finish off with incinerator again right on top of that. Okay. I'm definitely not mad at how, like, I don't know how muddied it looks to you guys, because again, this is not what I do. This is me just kind of throwing them on there in different ways. As far as like, for the blending purposes of this one, like I said, if I had like a finished off look with this eye, I wouldn't be mad at it. I like the different colors. I like the way that it looked. I'm very upset with this green and the way that it was packed on there. It kind of, it looks blue, and for some reason right here, I don't know if you can tell, when I try to go back over with incinerator, it looks like it took some of that green off of my eye, which is very interesting. I don't know if I try to go over all of it with incinerator, if it could save it at all. I definitely like that metallic color. I think it's really pretty, but that green is just not green. I can use it on camera for some shoots as a green, but it just... Leave a comment below. Let me know what this color looks like to you guys, because it really, honestly, truly looks kind of like a blue, and I don't like that. That's the reason I wanted it, was the green color on it. That's okay. Alright, so we're at about 13 minutes, so we're going to try to make this a nice, quick 15-minute video. So, final thoughts. I think the packaging on this is fantastic. I love what Hot Topic did with it. They also have a Friday the 13th one, which I have purchased. It has not come in yet, and I will do a follow-up video about that one. I love the way that it looks. I don't necessarily like that it opens up that way. I think it should have opened more like a DVD case. I like the way that they have it set up like a DVD case. I like the description that they have on the back, and I like the shade range that they used, and I love the mirror aesthetic on the inside. Again, packaging, aside from where it opens, is pretty much 10 out of 10. I don't know if I can show you guys again right there in that green. Like, yes, you can definitely tell when you dip into a color the difference between when it's a fresh pressed eyeshadow and when it's been used. But that first initial press into the green had a lot of fallout with it. It is this weird blue color, which I'm not about, but literally all the other colors were fantastic. I think you can make a fantastic smoky eye using these two. This is a very nice transition color. The way that it sat on my eye was very good. I didn't have to dip in too often. It's definitely not a one and done. You can't just like go in and go straight to your eye. They are pigmented, which is really nice. I don't really feel any irritation from wearing them right now. I do like the way that the red looks on the bottom, the Bloodbath one. I don't think it's a very strong pigmented red, obviously. It kind of, when swatched and looked at, it looks kind of more like an orangey red. I'm not really sure if you tapped it on. It definitely looks red on the lid. I did just put it over the metallic one. But on the camera there, it's looking a little bit more orangey. So I would say if you want more of a pure red, I really do like Blood Plus from the Sugar Pill collection. So overall, I would give the palette probably an 8 out of 10. It's a good purchase for the price. Definitely go check it out if you're a fan of all things horror, if you really like the colors that are in it, and if you create a look, I would love for you guys to show me a picture down below. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and doing the makeup thing, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye!